All right, what's up, guys? Dr. Matt Symons from Palm Beach Health Center. Welcome to another edition of Symons Says. I have a question. One of my people asked me. They said, hey, my doctor said that chiropractic is not medically necessary. And so they wanted to know, is chiropractic medically necessary or not? And the answer actually is no. Chiropractic is not medically necessary. It's also not dentally necessary. But medicine is not chiropractically necessary. So every healthcare is actually a complete and distinct discipline. Some of them have decided to join up with medicine and treat the symptoms of issues such as physical therapy and work under that umbrella, but chiropractic is really a unique and separate model. It doesn't share very much with medicine at all. In fact, medicine's very focused on trying to change your body's physiology through chemistry predominantly, although occasionally by removing pieces or parts of us through surgery into what they perceive as normal and typical standard measures. So in other words, they'll say what's in your blood pressure should be like 120/80. Actually, they just changed it to make more people high blood pressure, or what your temperature should be. It's 98.6. Whereas in chiropractic, we're kind of looking things from more of a perspective from the inside out and saying, well, how do we get the body to heal and regulate its own blood pressure? How do we get the body to regulate its own temperature? Where's the dysfunction, and how can we remove the interference so the body is more able to heal from the inside out, from its own injuries, from its own problems. So we're not looking to control or manipulate the body to do what we think educatedly the body should do. We just want to remove the interference, whether that interference is coming from physical stress, like bad posture or traumas, from chemical stress such as toxicity, bad nutrition, or from emotional stress, so that body's inborn intelligence can do whatever it's supposed to do. And your body is unbelievably intelligent. It knows exactly how much acid should be in your stomach to break down that food. It knows exactly how many enzymes your liver should be producing right now. And so, like for instance, with blood pressure, the idea that blood pressure is supposed to be normal at 120/80 is completely wrong. And so what they're really talking about when they say normal is really more about average. They're saying that when we measure a whole bunch of people that rest, who are going through no particular stress or strain, they come up with these values. And sure, that makes sense, but are you always at rest, or in a situation where you don't have any stress? And in fact, in today's world, more people are in a pretty constant state of stress of some level. And so if you're in stress and you force your blood pressure to be lower than what your body wants to do, then it can actually work very much against you. Not to mention that there are some situations where having your blood pressure higher might be an advantage. For instance, like if you're in a crowded movie theater and all of a sudden there's a fire, how many of you would rather have your blood pressure go up, so that your body parts can fight or flight run out of there? So, sometimes it's actually good to have high blood pressure in that situation. And one of the fundamental principles of chiropractic is that we're really interested in a body that's dynamic, that's shifting, that's adapting, and that can be able to go through whatever the environment is putting or situations are putting on it, rather than saying that we want you to fit into the mold of what the world should be like, right? So the point is that chiropractic is looking at everything. Not everything, but most things in terms of what medicine isn't looking at. It's looking at the body as a whole rather than pieces or parts. And so the question, is chiropractic medically necessary? It's actually not a really rational question, just as it doesn't make any sense to say that medicine isn't chiropractically necessary. We're not looking at all to try to solve the same problems in the same way that medicine is. We're looking at the issues from a completely different situation. And so if we say, okay, well, how do we get the blood pressure normal? We say, okay, well, where is the interference? Where's that physical stress, that chemical stress, that emotional stress that's causing the body's blood pressure to go up? And is it something that is distressful, or is it causing your body to learn and grow and adapt, so we can teach your body, how to, regulate itself, as opposed to forcing it to do what we think it should do? So, always try to find out what's wrong, where the problem is, and fix the cause of the problem rather than just treating the symptoms. And we want to figure out what is really going on. And so what we really have to do is address not the temporary solution, but actually the long-term fix that can be rectified. So what I want you to do is, write all of the physical, chemical, and emotional stressors that you've got going on in your body and see what you can do to shift those so that your body has an easier time of adapting. So we want you to kind of look at things from a different perspective when it comes to the philosophy of inside-out healing. I hope you like this, and more coming your way soon. Thanks so much.